We live in uncertain times. Markets oscillate between boom and collapse. Real wages are imploding. Work is precarious. The urban environment is fragmented. Gentrification, homelessness, social segregation, political dysfunction, exuberant tourism, pollution, climate change, and war is a daily reality. We're living in a moment of polycrisis. The future has become a speculative concept. Above all, there is a housing crisis. In European cities, incomes and rents are drifting apart. Those who can afford to pay are allowed to stay, while those who can't are pushed out. What remains is a topology of extremes: luxury apartments versus decay, Airbnb colonies versus gutted neighborhoods. The housing crisis has become an existential crisis. Housing is no longer a resource but an asset. It is not built, it is traded. Capital flows determine the urban morphology. Local authorities have withdrawn from housing production, and markets determine who can live where. How did we lose control of housing? When did living become unaffordable? Since when have our homes been under such a threat? But one city continues to defy the global trend: Vienna. While everywhere else, housing is mutating into a luxury product, in Vienna, it remains a social infrastructure. Half of the Viennese population pay less than €9.50 rent per square meter. And that in a European metropolis? How does Vienna achieve this? The answer lies in a long process that began in Red Vienna of the 1920s. At that time, the city implemented a radical land reform, introduced progressive taxation, and began to invest in communal housing. Superblocks were created, large, hybrid urban infrastructures, a city within a city. Housing was enriched with communal facilities, such as swimming pools, libraries, laundries, theaters, medical care, and more. Superblocks emancipated their inhabitants. To this day, Vienna continues to buy up land. It keeps housing off the market. 77% of the city's population lives in rented accommodation. Vienna is a city of tenants, and the Vienna City Council is Europe's largest property manager. It still owns 220,000 low-rent municipal apartments, which are home to 500,000 people with open-ended leases. Another 200,000 subsidized housing units guarantee low rents. In most cities, social housing is stigmatized. In Vienna, it is integrated and spread throughout the city. No ghettos, no segregated peripheries. To get a subsidized apartment, you need to have lived in a city for 2 years and have a maximum income of €59,000 net per person per year. This guarantees housing for all and a social mix. Here, social housing is the first option, not the last. It is a basic urban right. In the 1990s, gender planning emerged as an instrument to ensure an open and inclusive urban environment. Special housing programs were developed for women and single parents. Today, gender equality and an intersectional feminist perspective are guiding principles in all urban planning. For years, the city has been growing rapidly, with an additional 500,000 people arriving since the fall of the Iron Curtain. New neighborhoods are emerging as an evolution of the superblocks. There are dense urban ecosystems and mixed social clusters. In addition, the system continues to learn from pioneers. Experimental co-housing projects often serve as role models. Pioneers are the intelligence of Vienna's future. Today, new questions arise. Questions about climate change, migration, economic pressures, a fragmented society and new ways of living, working, loving. How do we build community and strengthen society? Could Vienna become a truly caring city, where not only the city takes care of its residents, but we all care for the city and the people who live in it? Could we learn this from Rome?